everybody, today I thought I would stop by and give you a spending freeze update. I know I haven't done it in quite a long time. I haven't really done any buying other than I did go out and buy my furniture, which I had been planning for a while, and with me working from home, I ended up redoing the office space. So I think the money that I saved from not spending helped me be able to suck a little bit away, so it really didn't make a dent in our budget. And it's nice now. I have my one whole wall, all Calic units, and I have the workstation, so I have the two tables here and then a computer table behind me. So I'm getting used to my space. Still trying to put things away and organize. I've got a mess with pictures, but it's getting there, and I'm very happy with how it looks. I still know I have a lot of product, and a group of us are extending the spending freeze to the end of the year. So I'm going to continue doing it and see where it takes us. And speaking of spending, okay, I don't know what you guys think. I just saw the new Maggie Holmes collection. I forget what the name of it is. And have to say I'm a little disappointed again, because it seems to be the same stuff but just a different shade of colors. But it almost looks like the prints are the same. It's, you know, everything about it just reminds me of all this stuff. And I don't know if this is just what American Craft is doing, but you know, they had Chamel for a long time, and at least with her collections, they were totally different from one another. They may have not been everyone's taste, but it was kind of exciting when they came out, because you knew it was going to be something, you know, totally different than what you had in your stash. And I feel like with what the Maggie Holmes collection that's coming out, I feel like it's just another piece of paper that I can find in my stash. So leave a comment below if it's just me, or are you feeling the same way? I mean, I still love her stuff. I think it's still beautiful. I'm just disappointed that they're not looking outside the box and trying to come up with some new creative designs to inspire everybody and get everybody excited. So anyways, with that said, I'm going to do a quick layout. Now, I know several months ago I had bought the hip kit. I was having a low in my life and needed a little pick-me-up, and so I haven't even really used the stuff. So today we're going to go ahead and make a layout with it and try and get some of it used up, and yeah, go from there. So just gonna have a little real-time talking, and I kind of have an idea of what I'm going to do. Last weekend I participated in the it's the My Little Scrapbook Store, and they have challenges, and they had what they called their Camp Out Online Crop on August 1st, and you actually have until August 24th to complete the challenges. So if you're interested, you can go back and see all the videos, and you can see what the challenges were. There's no cost to it. It's just motivating you, and you can still enter to win some of the challenges. So they had in their one of the things they gave out is 15 challenges, and they did it in a PDF so that you can actually print it and play along. So that's what we're going to do today. This is a sketch from Heather, from Heather's Crafty Life, who was one of the designers that was doing one of their real-time videos. And again, you can probably see it on that channel. But I'm going to go ahead and do this sketch today. So I grabbed two photos. Now, these photos are 3.5 by 5. These are older ones. They're not even a 4 by 6. So I'm going to just cut these down and make them a little bit smaller. They're pictures of my daughter and my mom together back in 1988. So they're kind of older, and I'll probably make them a 3x4. And I try and be careful with older photos cutting out background, because it's kind of fun seeing, like in the 80s everything was brown and natural tones, but the nice thing is that there's really nothing that I'm going to take away from. You'll still be able to see her bouncy swing. You'll still be able to see the rug my mom had out. You'll still be able to see part of their table. So you still get the feel and know that it was at my mom's house. I'm not taking anything out from that. And so now I just have them at a 3-inch. I don't even know what they're 3.5 inch. So in the 80s, when you used to print them, they were an odd size, but they were a little bit smaller. So now they're 3 by 3.5. So on this layout, it shows it like with a white background and then pattern paper and then strips of it. Instead of going with the white background, I tend to go with more patterns, and I really like this coral color, but I really love the florals. So what I'm going to go ahead and do is I'm going to cut off a 3-inch, 3-inch piece, and then I'm just going to adhere both sides to a piece of white cardstock so that I can use both sides of it. And this is a great way if you have, like, if I took the time, if you have one of those paper pads that there's papers in there that you don't really care for, instead of using a piece of white cardstock, which I could do. I've got paper pads right here. Let me see if I can find it and I'll show you what I mean. Let's see. So this is just a Christmas one, and I know in here there is, and probably somebody's gonna have a stroke over it, but there's like this. This isn't something I really care for. I don't really care for the Norwalks and whales and whatever. So instead of using my cardstock, I'll just use this piece of paper. And I'm going to use the back just so that nothing bleeds through. And then I'm going to adhere it to here. And then I'm saving a piece of cardstock, and I'm using up a piece of paper that is not my style. Yep. Oh, I did make a purchase yesterday. I forgot about that. I finally am getting brave for my ATG. I've heard a lot of things about the tape jungle tape, and so I went and bought the case of it. It's a lot of tapes. I did spend, it was $158, but you get 144 rolls, and it ends up being $1.10 per roll, versus when you buy your ATG, I get the acid free, which at Michael's is usually around $9 to $10. And then when you go and you add your coupon, I usually try and get them when they're 50% off. You're still spending $5 for 2 rolls, so they're about $2.50 each. And so it was the biggest break, and I'm going to split it with my sister. She'll just buy stuff for me. So again, leave me a comment down below if you use the tape jungle tape and how you like it. I've heard on other YouTubers that have used it, like Becky Bidding has used it and she really likes it, so I'm trusting some of their reviews, and I really hope I didn't make a mistake by buying a whole case. because that case is going to last me a long time. But it's worth it. Okay, so here's the foundation of our page. We're going to have the 2 photos on here. And then I think I'm going to mat them. I have a piece of scrap gray. And so I'm going to mat those on the gray paper. So really, out of my hip kit, I'm just using one piece of paper from that the paper that came. And it's several kits that I bought. So I just put them all together into one baggie. And I'm not going to break it down into my stash because I want to try and kill as much of it as possible before I do break it down and divide it up. And I planned on doing my Friday freeze videos with you guys and real time, and then life got in the way. And I really went through a not scrapbooking funk in July. So far in August, I had a couple days off, and it really has helped my mojo. I'm getting back in and trying to get a few things, you know, ahead. So hopefully you guys are noticing that. So it wants 3 strips. So I grabbed, like I said, I grabbed some scraps. I'm thinking I want a strip of this black floral. I want things that are going to stand off, but I'm trying to stick with the peach colors, and this is cut really, really wonky. Let me see what we can do. And I'm going to make them 1.5 inches wide. And now these might not be the right size, but what I can do is, because they're under the picture, once I get the 3 cut to go across, I can go ahead and cut them in half underneath the picture, and you won't be able to see it. The other color I have this one that was in scraps, and I kind of like that, but I think I'm going to use this one here. It's got a little bit of the pink on it still. That didn't cut straight, but it'll work for what I'm doing. And I have this one, which is a piece of cocoa vanilla. I really love cocoa vanilla. They started selling it, I believe it's a cherry on top now, is now starting to carry it. So if you haven't tried it, I highly recommend it, especially if you love florals. Oh, it's my favorite. Alright, so there's our 3. I'm okay with those. I just want to make the sizes stagger. And I think that's it that I need for under here. So let's go ahead, and I'm going to glue those down staggered, and then I'm going to glue my photo mat down. So like I said, I'm just going to cut each of these in half, and then I can kind of play with it. Another thing, actually what I think I'm going to do is if you run a strip of adhesive, so I'm going to have like this one, this one, oops, and we'll throw this one in here. Okay, like that. And we'll do the same thing on the bottom. So I'm just going to kind of line it up so it's lined up here. And this one will be the next one. Okay. And then we'll go ahead and glue that down. Now I'm not going to glue the bottom all the way down yet. I have glue here, but because she has in her sketch a piece of twine and I really like that, so I may end up throwing some twine around there. So there's that. And now it has a scallop here, and I do have a scallop which is on this sticker sheet, so we're going to go ahead and use that. And it looks like it's not going to be a full 12 inches. So to solve that, we're going to go ahead and we're going to snip it. So we're going to go from here over, and I'll probably do an embellishment cluster up here. So if I snip it there, oops. Now I just need to fill in the gap, that little piece. So all I need to do is put an embellishment right here, and that will cover that gap up. And I think I'm going to also run a piece of washi tape across, even though it doesn't have it in the sketch. I like how the sketch has the stripe, so I just want to mimic that. That is not straight. Yeah, it looks better. Okay, so we got that done. And now I think we can just embellish. This is a nice, fun, quick layout here. Just gonna throw my washi tape back in my cabinet. Okay. So I'm gonna get rid of some of these scraps out of the way so we're not looking at a huge mess on my desk. Behind me. Now I did pull out the butterflies because I thought I could fussy cut those. This was a piece of pink paisley 5th and Monaco, and that was in the paper that came with the hip kits. But before I go and do that, I'm just going to see what all I have for embellishments before I make you watch me fussy cut. And there's, like I said, there's quite a few because I combined 3 kits into one. Alright. These don't look like they're the colors that I'm wanting. I'll put those to the side. And these are more Title and Alphas. So I'm going to put those to the side for a moment. Well, here's some butterflies, so I can get away with not fussy cutting the butterflies. And I do like the lovely, but the pinks, this is too bright of a pink, and this is more of coral. So I'm not going to use that, but I could use this one here or the lighter pink. So I'm going to wait and see if there's something better, but I'll probably grab those butterflies. I like this was picture perfect because it's the corals and the camera is in black, but I'm not quite sure. This is more soft and florally, and I'm not sure if I really want to go more bold and graphic. So I'm going to wait on that one, but that's another option. These are pretty, but I don't really have a lot of this teal blue in, so I'm going to put that to the side. I like this, but I don't like the thank you. But I can always cover that up with something else. Now I do like the little cheetah and the little cat, and those would be whimsical. So I'm going to put this on the maybe. And let's see. Now this is kind of cute because it says let's play, and Erica's with her grandma. So, you know, they're reading books and playing together. So that would be kind of cute. And then there's a little house. They're at grandma's house. And then they got little bunnies. I really like some of these. So this is going to go on the maybe. I know I'm doing what you shouldn't do, which is going through all your stuff and trying to find the best option, but I think when I first go into a kit, and I haven't looked at this one in a while, it's like you need to refresh your brain on what's in here. Now these are some Dear Lizzie, and I'm not sure which collection. It's, I think, Here and Now, but these are a little bit brighter, so this is on the no pile. And then this is the Sweet Stories from Maggie Holmes. And now I'm liking some of these. I like the yellow. I really don't have any yellow. And I like the hot air balloon. Well, let's go with, I want something for a base to put the Let's Play on. Let's see. I've got this one here. It's kind of a frame, and it says My Life is Lovely Because You Are in It, which I really like because it is a picture of my mom and my daughter. And I could put that up there and it's not too terribly, but I might just cover it up with the, see if it covers with the Let's Play. I'm not sure if that will cover it all the way. Oh, and these are clear, so that won't work. So I'm going to take this off and see what else. Like that. And then this says Happy Place. I could do that. I almost think this needs to be a little bit bigger, but let me see if I can find the house. And the houses are on clear vellum too. Let me see. They did come with chipboard and stuff too, so let's see what's in here. This is all the Vicky Buden, but this is more travel. And flowers. Okay, so here's the Sweet Stories ephemera. So let's see what we can find in here. Maybe I can build something up. Okay. Kind of like that. That's not too bad. Oh, this is kind of cute. Life is better with you next to me. So I might be able to build something down here with that. No, I don't want to go yellow because it really doesn't have any yellow in it. Unless I bring bows. I mean, it's got a little bit of yellow with the cocoa vanilla. So I could pull it out and bring in like the bow above. Got a little butterfly. Nothing else I really want from that. And I'm not going to make you watch me put it all back in the container. So it's going behind me. Let's see. Well, since I've got the one yellow flower, I could bring in another yellow flower up here. Like that. I'm not sold on it yet. And I can bring a little of the pink off of here. So now both have pink and yellow. Okay, I'm just going to go ahead. If you've watched me scrapbook enough, I get to a point where it's like if I start overthinking, I'm overthinking. And I'm just better off just going, and if I kind of got an idea, go with it. I can always add more, as Shamel always says, just add more, add more, add more. I'm just trying not to let there be any trap space down there, and I don't want to cover up the words to the point where you can't tell what the words are. So if I just turn it a little bit, I'm not covering up her toes. I can still make out the words, and I don't have any gaps. Now I'm not sold on where the bow is. I don't, at this point I don't even really need the bow because I have the two yellow here. So I'm going to put that to the side for a minute. I could always do something down here, like a banner off the side with a bow down there. I like the butterfly, so we're going to put a butterfly up there. And they have some birds on here. And I always have to have my birds facing the right direction, so I have one bird there, and I'll put one bird up there. I'm just trying to see if there's anything else on here that I can put the date down here and just a little bit of journaling to say she's with her grandma. And my bow, I didn't want it all the way up, so it's going to end up cutting off this little tiny tail. So I'm just going to cut a new tail. And no one will ever know. And then you can still see some of that black frame. I got a mess going on here. Let me clear off the side of this. All right, now what can we put on here? We need some enamel dots maybe. Kind of like the lighter pink ones, but then I also like the teal, and I can bring some of that teal blue out. So we're going to do the teal blue. These are from Cartabella. And I don't know how you are, but I always try and not put my enamel dots where the bird is, because it looks like it's pooping. And we don't want pooping birds. So we won't do that. Okay, and I'll put a couple up here. And with the big enamel dots, I don't know how you are, but I always try and tuck part of them under, and then they're not so chunky big, and they don't seem to be as in your face. And I think that's looking pretty good. Now I just need a little title. So let's see if we can get one that's pre-made. This one says Summer Memories. Or there's Oh Happy Day. I think I'm going to go with Summer. I do like This Is My Happy Place, but I do have some camping pictures that that says Happy Place up there, so I'm going to hold off on those. It also has I Heart Summer, and I could put I Heart You. Let's do that. I Heart Grandma. That would work. It kind of is blending in a little bit, but in person it's not too bad. Try not to bend these. These ones that have like the cardboard top, they get little creases in them if you pull them off wrong. And they have a very funky smell. Hopefully as they're out in the open, they'll tone down a little bit. Ooh. I'm not pushing them down all the way so that I can kind of space them out better. And actually, it might go perfect. Yeah, so if I just bring it in just a right there. There. I think that's good. And maybe some black Heidi swap. This is black velvet. I'll just use packaging to protect my desk. Sorry if there's any glare. And that's it. So I want to thank you guys for stopping by and scrapping with me. Be on the lookout. I will have more from my travel album coming up. And in addition, I should be getting more of my project or my traveler's notebook that I'm working on for COVID. And there's also a couple YouTube hops that are going to be coming out in the next couple weeks as well. So thanks so much for stopping by. If you haven't already subscribed, I would love to have you as a subscriber. And if you already did, thank you so very, very much. I really appreciate everyone who's followed along and subscribed. And if you can give this a thumbs up, it lets everybody know that you liked it, and it lets YouTube know that you were happy with the video. Thanks so much, and you all have a great, fun weekend. Bye.